What's up, people? It's your girl K Jones and
Therapy. What's going on, folks?
Mad. So we live on Dash Out Radio with our show called Talk That Talk. And
That's
I don't
right.
know what we're about already. We here to spit that common sense and in your ear. So last week, we're going to give you a quick recap. Give it to them, P. Of what happened last week. What we spoke about last week.
Last week we talked about constructive criticism with artists. We elaborated on that a lot. We spoke about, what else we talked about? Auto-tune and what artists do to kind of disguise their voices and all of this sound. That's pretty much the same sound out here.
So this week we're going to dive into something that's very important that nobody really speaks about. So in respect to May being Mental Health Month, we're going to speak on being an artist and having a healthy mental health, okay? So today we live in a time where we worry about our physical health, we worry about our sexual health, we worry about how we look, right? But we don't tend to think about how we feel, right? So this week, Princess and I'm sorry, she's really a princess. Therapy and I spoke about being an artist and speaking about depression. And even if I say mild depression, but some people say there's no such thing as mild depression. But I'm going to say mild because we ain't make it yet, right?
Right.
So give them something we're going to talk about, P.
We're going to talk about Pmdd, folks. And for those who don't know what Pmdd is premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which is found mostly in us women.
So somebody probably listening out there like, what the hell they talking about? They talking about, they got somebody in the studio here dying talking about heavy women, right? Now, but on the real, the reason why we're talking about it is we're going to connect it to, we're going to talk about Pmdd and being a female artist, right? And we're going to connect it to, and basically, a lot of times we see females acting out, and guys would be like, what the hell wrong with her? She crazy.
Yeah, real snappy, just real irritable and annoyed, and you just don't know why. She don't even know why.
But a lot of times there's some shit going on in there that's being shaken up, and she doesn't have control over it. Like, a guy probably sent the girl a text like, I love you, she just starts crying, and he's like, what's wrong with you? You know, what does this have to do with being an artist? And to be honest, this is the thing. Being an artist, we strive to seek to get attention. It doesn't matter what level you are, right? You could have just came in the game and you want to be hot tomorrow, which we spoke about before. Or you could have been in the game, and the pressure of being in the game, it has an impact on you because you want to always have that spotlight on you. And when it's gone, people don't know what the hell to do. But before we get there, we're going to speak about, what is it again?
Pmdd, that's the acronym for that.
And what does it stand for?
Premenstrual dysphoric disorder.
Okay, so you can go ahead and break that down for them.
Well, I'm going to break it down. I'm not going to get too in-depth with what happens every month with the women, but we all know what happens every month. And every month we go through breakdowns, which is mood swings, irritability, just annoyed, feeling overwhelmed, just feeling very emotional and not really knowing why you're emotional, being snappy and stuff. And it can affect the people around you, not only yourself.
So I'm going to stop you real quick. For those that don't know, Pmdd is more serious than PMS.
Right, it's times 10. PMS times 10.
And you said something very important. You spoke about it affecting the people around you.
Yeah, definitely.
So go into that a little bit, and then I'm going to piggyback based off what because I got something to say, but I know you got something to say.
Well, affecting people around you, meaning your loved ones, people close to you. Let's say if you're in a relationship, it can affect your relationship. You know, if you're close with your parents, siblings, best friends, you know, you just have an attitude for no reason. Don't nobody want to be around that. The energy is just off because you're having the mood swings. You're taking too much on as far as work. You know, you can't overwork yourself when you're going through this. But the thing is, a lot of women don't know when they're going through it because they're not aware of it.
Okay, so what's very important is it's important for ladies to know that it's said that 5% of women of childbearing age, this affects us, right?
Right.
And how do you know you're going through this? I feel like it's very important for us to have a diary, and this typically happens 2 weeks before you menstruate. I'm trying to use the proper term here. Before your period.
Yeah.
It happens 2 weeks before and 3 days after your period. All the symptoms that you had, the high irritation, tender breasts,
attitude,
depression, and this is where the shit gets real. You tend to have suicidal thoughts, and it's not on some I'm gonna kill myself right now. It goes through your brain because you're depressed. Suicidal thoughts tend to come to your brain, and that's very important. That right there is that's the pinnacle right there. You know what I mean?
Right. And
that's
a lot
the
of
pinnacle.
people don't know these things. A lot of women, and it's beautiful women, you know, they're going through a lot. You know, they may have tried to kill themselves, you know, cutting up the wrist, cut your neck or something, because they feel like no one is hearing them, no one understands them, and they just don't know how to cope.
And everybody around them may be like, she's being a bitch or she's crazy. And as we stated in the beginning, she's going through stuff that she doesn't even know she's going through. So I feel like all the ladies out there, all the boyfriends out there, if you find her being snappy, I got somebody behind the camera that's pointing at me, kind of throwing me off, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at him, I'm looking at you guys. But if you find her being snappy, I think it's very important for you to sit down with her, do some research, and try to help her if you love her.
Try to be a little more sensitive to the facts, you know?
And don't be like, oh, she's just being a bitch. No, she's not just being a bitch. And then one day you're going to want her to get pregnant for you, then she's really going to be a bitch.
Oh, yeah. Hormones is up and down all the time, people.
So initially when we came on, we said we're going to link this with how being an artist and going through Pmdd. We are female, so we can only speak from the female perspective. We can't speak on what guys go through. So I say, imagine going through that 2 weeks before your period. You have your booked for interviews, you have a radio show, you have a tour you're on, and you still have to carry on as though you're normal, right? This is where a lot of times people see people melt down and they go, oh, she crazy. And later on, we're going to talk to you guys about people who had meltdowns and people say they were just crazy. But I'm like, imagine going through that shit. All that stuff going on naturally. Now you have to act normal and be nice to people that's just in your face. So you know what? It's about to get heated.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned, y'all. You want to hear this.
So we're gonna drop a tune and come right back because this is real. I think I'm going through it. I think so. Because I'm bugging right now. Now we're just going to basically dig a little bit deeper into this topic right here, because it's dear to me, because I found myself being mean to somebody. I had to call them back and be like, yo, I apologize. I don't know why I said that. I apologize. And I found myself tearing up over nonsense sometimes. I'm like, why the hell am I crying? And I realized that PMS, I'm not saying I have PMDD because there are other things to it that I don't check off to, but I realized ladies got to study their body and know that during certain times of the month, you are going to bug out. You know what I mean? And
it's natural. It's your hormonal imbalances, the levels, everything changes. Every month is changing, so you cannot help it. But don't think you're crazy either, because you're not crazy. You're just going through some shit. That's all, you know?
So why is mental health important? Right? It's important because, as I said, being not a nobody, but being a normal human being, people just look at me if I do something right, they say, oh, you crazy, and just brush me off like that. Now, being a superstar where you're on the stage all the time, you're being judged from every angle, you gotta look cute all the time. Do you know what it feels like to feel like crap inside but look great outside? I couldn't even imagine like living my life to that, you know, that magnitude. Like everybody wants to be me. They're looking at me from every angle. They can see my toenail under my toenail. You know what I mean? And be like, oh, that shit don't look great.
Oh yeah, and you gotta watch whatever you do. You have to watch everything you do, because they're watching everything you do. Something as small as you eating a burger can become a meme on social media, and then you're a laughing stock of the year. You know, you just gotta deal with a lot of things in the media. Oh, we have a caller.
We gotta go. We gotta go. That's your radio, Argon.
Talk to us.
Yeah, this is Jonah, straight out of Philly.
Hi, Jonah.
I'm doing good. Yeah, I like y'all doing things, man. Shout out to y'all. That's y'all radio.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I be seeing y'all on Instagram and stuff, so I'm like, let me call.
Hey, big up yourself, Jonah. It's your girl Kate Jones on the line.
And therapy.
So today we talking about mental health. Do you know what Pmdd is, my brother? Oh, okay. Well, stick and stay, listen to us, and this could help you out, you know what I mean? Because sometimes your girlfriend probably gonna flip out, and you don't know what the hell she's going through. So if you listen to us, you may learn something, and you could apply that later, you know what I mean? All right, big up yourself, Bridget.
All right, thanks for calling.
All right. You see that, people? You could call in too and talk to us live. We really would appreciate it. Y'all know where he calling from, right? Philadelphia.
Big ups to Philly.
All right, so just now we were just talking about mental health and being a superstar. Now we're gonna talk about some people who had some crazy meltdown.
Oh yeah.
And the world just said they crazy,
Just wrote them off as crazy, psycho.
rather than they need help. First, what comes to mind when I say meltdown? Who comes to mind?
Who comes to mind? Kanye West. He comes to my mind.
See, he not even a female, and he be bugging.
He's a whole man.
You see what I'm? But the world said he crazy.
Cause somebody ain't hearing him, obviously.
He needs Jesus. No, not Jesus. See, that's the thing with the black community too, right? Not knocking Jesus, but on the real, we need to sit and talk to somebody who will dissect the craziness going on in our branch. Not just be like, oh, go talk to God. No, I need to talk to the preacher, his wife, his daughter, his kids, everybody, because I need that type of help.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But the biggest one was Britney Spears. That lady shaved her head off. And the world said this lady was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that.
She shaved her head off because she lost the custody battle for her kids. Now, this is somebody that's hot to the world. This is somebody that's famous. This is somebody that has it all to us. But she lost something that was dear to her. So she shaved her head. Paparazzi wouldn't leave her alone. She snapped the guy in his face. You know what I mean? Everybody just said they're crazy. But the funniest one to me is Wesley Snipes. They said Wesley Snipes strangled somebody, a director on a movie, because he was talking to him crazy. They had to speak to each other through post-its. That's how they had to speak through the remainder of filming this movie. You know what I'm saying? But Pete, my baby went crazy.
Oh yeah, her baby.
He went crazy.
He's gone crazy a couple of times. You know,
shit.
A couple of times he's gone crazy now.
But you see, we all get a pass.
That's right. We still love him. We still love him.
We all get a pass when it comes to lashing out. I feel like we all get a pass because we're all human beings.
That's right.
We're gonna mess up. Like I said, I yelled at my moms. I had to call her back and be like, "Yo, I apologize.
Mom, I love you. I know I'm a wreck sometimes.
I'm going through some shit, and to be honest, I'm the type of person where I don't want nobody to ask me nothing 3 times. Don't do it. I don't like it. I don't do it to people. Don't do it to me.
Yes, I get annoyed very easily. Very. And I'm working on that. As you know, we're into mental health awareness for the month of May and for eternity, because this is a very important topic. It's very severe. And I just want to get into the fact that...
Hold on. Before you go there.
Yes.
I think I messed up. And initially, I didn't say what mental health is, right?
Let's
so mental health, it's a person's condition in regards to their psychological and emotional well-being. So forget about what you look like outside. Forget about your sexual health. Forget about trying to look sexy for somebody down the block that you don't even know.
Right.
All I'm saying is get right with you, be one. And the truth is, you will not always be right. Today you'll be excited as shit, and tomorrow you'll be like, F everybody, F the world, I don't like my job, I hate all y'all, forget my kids, I can't stand them today. And tomorrow it's like, God bless my babies. I love my babies, you know what I mean? So it's a journey. It's not a place you get to and stay there. That's all I want to say in regards to that, because today, you can't tell, if I sit on my face, I'm not feeling the greatest, but here I am, you know what I mean? So,
goes on, keep pushing.
Therapy gonna talk about some things that can affect the imbalance in our bodies that can make us lash out, or stuff that makes us feel sad. And
definitely
diet, she was saying that dieting has a lot.
Diet changes. Dieting is important, and at this stage of my life, I'm really into dieting. Thanks to my lovely boyfriend, who reminds me all the time that eating certain foods can ruin my moods. Like it takes a toll on your insulin levels. Certain foods are responsible for the carbs and all the fat, the trans fat, all of that stuff. That's not good for you. Fast food in particular can affect, it can strike your insulin levels, which is, what is it? Testosterone, estrogen,
serotonin.
I can't pronounce it, but we know what it is. It's the hormone levels. And diet, you know, that's very important. Too much alcohol can also raise your insulin levels, you know. We have another call. Yeah. Yeah, and I hope that a lot of women out there are listening, and I hope that they understand that this is absolutely normal. It's just the way God made us. But to be aware of this and to try to seek help and just to make yourself a better person during this time is also very important. So,
fellas, if you're listening, 3 days, guaranteed, 3 days before the things happen and shit, is a behavioral change. But that's when chemicals start to switch. Or, in the body. So 3 days prior, you'll see a change like clockwork.
She gonna be normal again, man. She gonna be like, what the hell just happened? Like, man, I'm sorry. What you said I did to you again?
She could be a whole different person. I know. It's
crazy. Yeah. Simple.
It's like magic.
So Kay, when when it's that time, you be wilding out too, or?
I be bugging. I call everybody and apologize. If I see the phone ringing and you gonna talk to me about something that has nothing to do with nothing, I just don't answer because I don't have the energy to tell you, look, I can't talk to you right now.
Right.
I just know me.
So some females, they put that energy into, yo, who you with? What you doing? Who that in your phone? Who's calling you? All
absolutely.
that.
I ain't got no time for that. I just get quiet, get low, stay home, go to work, go home. I don't try to engage too much because I know I have this thing they call the resting bitch face, right? So can you match that with a nasty energy? Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
God.
But yo, we want to thank you for calling.
Good show. We enjoying. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Big up yourself, General.
That's right, folks. YouTube can call. The number is 718-310-3341.
So we're not gonna step away from the fact that even though people have issues with their mental health,
right?
There are other contributing factors to that, right? There's people going through hell with themselves, and they don't want to talk to anybody, so they turn to alcohol, or they turn to drugs, right? So I know for a fact that I can't turn to alcohol or drugs, because I feel like I know myself, so that I go through this shit sober. That's what I'm saying. But can you imagine the artist that's at the top of the world? Like, everybody know them, they love them. And they like, yo, I can't talk to this person right here.
Yeah.
And somebody giving them some weed, somebody giving them some pills, they're going to turn to the weed and pills and go to sleep. Look at Michael Jackson. He couldn't sleep.
They're going to rely on that, people. That drug is going to become a stimulant. It's going to take them away from their problems for the time being. And then when they have to deal with those problems again, they're going to keep going to the dealer. I need some more pills. I need some more weed, crack, coke, drink, whatever you into. It's going to be a problem.
The craziest one was Michael. Michael couldn't sleep. I don't know if anybody out there ever had surgery. They put that in your system and you be out in 2 seconds. He wasn't sleeping. This is what he cannot sleep. So this is what he had to do to get a shut-eye. Can you imagine? Like, so if you don't deal with the demons in here, you're going to have a big problem. Then you're trying to smile and deal with your demons.
And then we take this back to being an artist. When you're an artist and you're in the spotlight, you're in the forefront, and you're dealing with everyday human problems. Because that's another thing. I think a lot of people think artists are not human. Just because, they look airbrushed, they just look, so superficial and just powerful. Like they're all this money and all of these cars and big, huge house. They're human, just like you.
What's crazy is people that don't have money think money will solve all your problems.
And it won't. You're still stuck with those same problems, except you're a rich ass. Can you say motherfucker on here? Rich ass motherfucker who have a lot of money and a bunch of problems. More money, more problems. We know the slogan.
So all I'm saying is, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't psychologist. I don't do any of those. But we're human beings, so we can speak on this, right? Yeah. So all I'm saying to everybody out there, that's if you're going through something, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of times we don't turn to our friends because our friends are tired of hearing our stories. Like, say I just broke up with Dave today, and I've been telling her about it for the last 2 months. I'm still going through that on month 5, but I can't tell her anymore because she's tired of hearing me. So I'm like, who do I talk to? Now I'm going to find me a weed dealer. I'm going to get me some pills just to get away from my problems.
Just to numb that thing. Just to make you forget about Dave,
So what I'm going to tell you guys to do is, because homegirl did her little research or whatever.
What you done research?
So if you need somebody to talk to,
yeah,
I'm going to tell you to call 1-800-TALK. No, I did that wrong. It's 1-800-273-TALK. Or text MH to 747, what am I saying? MHA 741741. MHA 741741. Now, there's some people out there that's super skeptical, like, oh, I don't want nobody to know my business. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'd rather tell some stranger my stuff. I'd rather call some stranger, because, you know, I'm never gonna see them again. But my homegirl, like I said, she's tired of hearing about Dave. Who am I gonna talk to? I don't smoke and I don't drink, so I'm gonna have to talk to somebody. So I'm gonna tell you how to call that number again, 1-800-723-TALK. Exactly. And other things you could do is, I believe in meditation.
Yes, meditation is very important, and I believe it helps. I'm going to get back to meditating myself.
So I think you should meditate, get a diary, especially for the ladies with Pmdd, get a diary, and whenever you get these suicidal thoughts, you start to feel depressed. And I don't know if anybody else,
what's
but
PMDD?
Premenstrual
dysphoric disorder, PMDD.
Go ahead, therapy.
It's just PMS times 10. A lot of women don't know they have it, but when they're bitchy and snappy 24/7, you might want to ask a doctor, like, do I have PMDD?
Facts. And the checklist on that is really long. And
yes.
But see, the thing is, so PMDD, your hormones are not balanced.
Right.
And a lot of times people go to the doctor and they want to prescribe you antidepressants. Now, the reason why I say meditate is because that stuff will throw you off. You can't just go on and get off. That may mess something else up. You know what I mean? You don't want that to happen to you. So try natural remedies, like go on a trip. If your job is stressful, step away. If you got a man that's a stressful, step away.
Just take time for yourself, you know? Just take yourself to the movies. Take yourself out to the lake. Just do something on your own.
And yo, what's wrong with that? Like somebody
There's
said...
nothing wrong with that.
What's wrong with taking yourself to the movies?
Not a damn thing.
Like, see, watch this. I was dating somebody, right? We stopped dating, right? We look at his face. This man in the back, he's trying to figure out, So I was dating somebody, and that ended. And I've never took myself to the movies before. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna discover K. Jones. I'm gonna take myself to the movies. I ain't gonna lie to you. It felt weird. I've never been to the movies by myself ever. And I pulled up. I see some white lady sitting over there by herself. She had a big bag of popcorn and she...
By herself. I see a lot of people at the movies. I went to the movies by myself one good time to see, I believe it was Creed, and I had a good time. I enjoyed my own company. There's nothing wrong with going to the movies by yourself.
I cried. You know why I cried? I was like, damn, this is so sad. But then it was liberating, if it makes sense. It was like I cried through it, but I'm happy I did it, and I would do it again. It was like a happy cry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that PMS crap for you.
PMS
I'm just
crap.
crying for no reason. But again, if you do need help, call 1-800-273-TALK. Talk to somebody, get it out there.
There's nothing wrong with talking to somebody. Counseling, therapy. If you don't want to take pills, I don't recommend pills, birth control, and all that stuff. I just don't. You know, I'm not a real pill popper. But to talk to a stranger, I mean, that's strange.
I feel like today's topic is very important, and like I said, it touches home for me.
Yeah,
and I appreciate the fact that it was guys that called in and knew what the hell is going on with the females. They know that the girl is not just wigging out just to wig out, you know what I mean? But as I stated before we went to break, mental health and your mental well-being is more important than how you look outside. Because you don't want to be pretty outside and
ugly on the inside. That's a horrible combination.
And you don't want to fight yourself. So as I said, in respect to mental health month, go speak to somebody. If there's something stressing you out, walk away from it. Meditation, people. Meditation is it's powerful. You could just sit in your room and meditate. Sometimes reading a book is good. Running, exercise. Sometimes that can release some stress. And for the fellas out there, a lot of times people look at you guys as you guys should be tough. And we all know that ain't true. So, Munga have a song that says, me now, mad over no girl. Listen, if you crying over some chick, cry. And if your homeboy looking at you... There's nothing wrong with that. If your homeboy looking at you like you weak, he ain't your homeboy. You know why? That's right. Because you going to go home and cry to yourself. Or... you're going to smoke some weed and just get high, and tomorrow you crying over her again. And you just bury your emotions. You don't deal with them. So. Don't bury your emotions, guys. Don't be tough. Yeah. If that's really your homeboy, you could cry to him and say, Shawnee's cheating on you with your best friend. He gonna understand. Cause it's okay to be things like that do happen. Exactly. It's okay to be vulnerable. How do you say it? Vulnerable? It's vulnerable. It's a word that I have trouble with. I ain't gonna lie, you can't be too vulnerable because I'm gonna look at you. I'm joking. I was like, yo, you can't be no bitch.
I mean, you know, nobody want a bitch now, but it's okay to show some emotion rather than bury them, because then you lash out just like a woman anyway. So it's just like you can't win. So
we spoke about men on a whole, but black men, my brother told me, have a whole different monkey on their backs. So don't be hard, don't be bitter, and smoke all this weed and think your problem's gonna go away. Go into the club. I'm about to segue into something different. Go into the club, spending your whole check you worked 2 weeks for in 1 second, trying to get rid of your problems. Find somebody to talk to. And as I said, we are upcoming artists, and we're connecting this with being an artist. Before we went out, I said, as an upcoming artist, know that you will not make it.
You will not make it.
You're not going to make it overnight.
Exactly. It takes time. Patience and persistence, people. That's what you need.
And there are some people out there that make it big with one hit. But it's like a viral post. Once you make a viral post, you can't go viral again. Just run with it and work with it. So take your time, build your craft, and don't think you're going to get hot tomorrow. Because we spoke about it last week. It's the person to make a song, and your homeboys don't even want to play it. You know what I'm saying?
It happens.
It hurts.
Sorry, I've seen it happen.
It hurts. So I'm saying, upcoming artists, work on your craft, make the song because you like it. And if it pop, it pop. If it don't pop, just know that you checked it off on your list and said, I did that.
You did that.
Right? You know what I mean?
So what's that slogan you used to do? Doing it to say I did it?
Oh my God.
That's what you used to do? It's true. I'm doing it to say I did it, no matter what.
I had this professor, right? Dr. Jones. Freshman seminar, waste of a college experience. I'm joking. I was like, you sit in the class and learn how to do college. Like, that doesn't make no sense. But anyway,
I agree.
I had this guy, his name was Dr. Jones. It's not my uncle, guys, but he was a very smart guy. And every time I would go to him, I didn't open up my soul to him, but I would go to him with issues, and he goes, you either do or you don't. This was his response to everything. You either do or you don't. So when I first did my first EP, I said I was going to name it Doing It to Say I Did It. I didn't know where the hell it was going to go. You know what I mean? But I got some love.
It went right into another EP. That's exactly where
Hold on. I'm about to segue real quick. I said this to my brother. I don't know what the hell I did with my first EP to make people love me. But whatever I did, I need to do it again. I don't know how I do it. Like, people just know me.
That's it.
Yo, I pull up to a club looking not raggedy, but I ain't going there looking cute, and people approve me. Somebody heard my Slim Thing song, I like it. I was like, oh,
I was in that video too.
Y'all should go check out my video, man.
Check that out on YouTube. It's a goodie.
And that was my first video I've ever done, and it came out looking like...
It was beautiful.
Trevor, make sure you check out my video. I got Pasa Steve in here, Jonah
on
the camera.
Jonah on the camera. Hey, babe.
So we not gonna go all over the place because this is real. See how we talk? It's real right here, so we can talk for days. But only thing you guys are tuning in next week, we're gonna touch on something.
We love y'all.
We're gonna touch on something crazy next week. We're gonna dig into how artists create. I'm making this up, right? How artists make their song. But the topic is gonna be: should you get with somebody that just got out of a relationship? And I'm going to tell you how I use my relationship to make songs. You know what I mean? So all the dudes know who I'm talking about when I make these songs.
I've definitely used my experiences to write some songs, I can tell you.
Father, can you hear me? I need your love today. Listen, if you need Jesus, I say pull up to church, bro. We signing out till next week.